एक कमल खिली उठे रेतीમાં ખરેખર ચમત્કાર છે.
The BAPS Hindu Mandir has been honored with one of the most prestigious awards.
This is a fairy tale, more real than real.
It's a true 360 experience.
The dream came true.
It's magical. It's phenomenal to see.
Truly mesmerized and amazed.
Very emotional.
An eye-opener.
Is unparalleled.
Infinite feeling.
Divine intervention.
Magical experience.
Symbol of harmony.
It's an experience of a lifetime.
I truly feel blessed.
Unbelievable.
The BAPS Hindu Mandir is a spiritual oasis for global harmony.
The BAPS Hindu Mandir in Abu Dhabi, crowned with the MONDO-DR Award, celebrated as the Oscars of the AV world, rises beyond recognition. It is a revelation, a temple that stands as a spiritual and architectural wonder, now shines as a technological beacon of immersive storytelling in sacred spaces.
The MONDO-DR Award is a highly renowned award in the audiovisual industry. If you look at the award itself, it comes from Infocom, which is the world's largest technology show, and kind of off the back of that and alongside is the MONDO-DR Awards. So within that, you have the best of the best suppliers, all the industry large players in there. And so with the integration, with the technology, with the tech itself, but not just the best tech, it's how it's used, it's why it's used, it's a story that it tells.
This year, the competition was fierce, with record-breaking entries and iconic venues from across the world.
So when you get down to the final four, they're all invited out to Orlando, and within those categories, in House of Worship, there's a whole panel of people.
Judged by a panel of international experts, the Mandir rose above, where innovation meets devotion and technology meets timeless values.
BAPS Abu Dhabi Temple Mandir has won #1. First prize, gold winner. It's an extremely important award. To get this is really a crowning achievement. It really is the #1 award to win in the events industry for audiovisual.
The BAPS Hindu Mandir is the first traditional Hindu stone temple in the Middle East. A lotus blooming in the desert, a sanctuary of harmony and peace, and now a global stage for innovation. But how do you tell the story of something so extraordinary? How do you give voice to a vision?
The fairy tale immersive show has evolved absolutely naturally. We always wanted to tell the story of the temple. There were so many different media available in expressing that story. The very first idea emerged when we had once seen the Van Gogh immersive show. And it was deep in my heart that we have to create something of this caliber quality. We were thinking of creating the story of the temple. One of these ideas that came to us was creating an immersive show. The experts told me that normally all immersive shows, like the Van Gogh, which actually featured his paintings and the beautiful music, so they told me that it's going to be very challenging to create an immersive show and still tell a story. But then again, one wise man had always told me that if you have something to say in your heart, then words and visuals will take care of themselves. So this was very deep because Mahan Swami Maharaj, our spiritual leader, he not just valued harmony, he still values harmony as a virtue of God. And right from the beginning, he's been saying that the BAPS Hindu Mandir is a spiritual oasis for global harmony. So how do you bring out the idea of harmony that the mandir has generated while it was conceived, while it was constructed, and even after it's been completed?
The in-house team of BAPS Swamis and volunteers collaborated to shape the story for generations, spontaneously and creatively written and narrated by Swami Brahma Vihari Das.
It's absolutely God-inspired that the entire script, every word came in a matter of a couple of hours. And once we took that to all the audiovisual experts who helped us and then created a small BAPS in-house team, the whole show emerged. One of the reasons I feel that the message is so beautifully delivered is because of the blessings of His Holiness Mahan Swami himself. After we finished the script, I went to Gondal, and Mahan Sai Maharaj, who is over 90 years old, he took out special time. He read through the entire script and he showed so much satisfaction.
More than happy.
And even guided that may this message inspire the whole world.
हमें जो कविया सुंदर बनाने कवे बड़ा आश्चर्य पावे એવું છે.
And that's why the fairy tale show did get this amazing award, which is known as one of the most prestigious awards so far as the audiovisual industry is concerned. And I think it's God's grace and the effort of UAV and the effort of the in-house BAPS team and the effort of saints and volunteers who have worked with their heart. This is why the show is so special.
And so began the design phase. BAPS Swamis, volunteers, artists, and engineers came together across continents. Ideas flowed, imagination ignited. From foundation to framework, the temple itself became a stage, a canvas waiting to awaken. From the desert sands it rose, steel spines reaching skyward, walls curving inward, forming a living canvas for light and sound. 20 projectors casting life onto walls and floor, an 11.2 surround sound system wrapping hearts in resonance, pixel by pixel, note by note, light, sound and story merged into harmony. But this was never meant to be just a show. It was meant to be a story.
I'd like to mention Dr. S. Jaishankar.
Thousands of years of culture and human creativity and human wisdom and human faith, which is encapsulated in the expression of a temple.
He had once written to me when the mandir was being made that, Your Holiness, this is like a Cinderella story. You are turning fairy tales into reality. In times to come, there'll be legends about Swaminarayan saints having dialogues with Muslim kings, just as there are legends about Buddhist monks having conversations with Chinese emperors. The story of this temple is incredible, unbelievable. It's like a fairy tale.
A story so extraordinary, it could only be called the fairy tale.
Worked in many different clients and organizations, hearing in the past where a lot of money has been spent on hardware, but when it comes down to the content or the UI or the general experience, it's kind of lacking. Here, it's a real partnership between the two. People use the word immersive a lot these days, especially in technology, having a big screen or a surround sound system, and it feels nice. But here, it's a true 360 experience. on the walls and the floor with the use of technology, with the fine pixel pitch, with the 11.2 audio, with the sound system. I think you guys, probably one of the first clients that have really had a real key core message to tell. And that really comes out in the design, the thought process, but mostly importantly here is the content.
The fairy tale is not about machines, it is about meaning. It is the story of vision. His Holiness Pramukh Swami Maharaj seeing a temple rise in the sands of Abu Dhabi. It is the story of generosity. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan and leaders of the UAE gifting land for this vision. It is the story of creation, guided by His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj, who infused this mandir with soul and spirit. It is the story of devotion. Thousands of volunteers, artisans, engineers and well-wishers who offered their time, skills and hearts in the spirit of seva. Every stone, every carving, every detail whispers their love. It was a day written in history, the creation of the BAPS Hindu Mandir in Abu Dhabi, when Mahant Swami Maharaj fulfilled his Guru's vision. On the day of Vasant Panchami, a defining moment unfolded as India's Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, joined hands with His Holiness Mahant Swami Maharaj on the inauguration day. But above all, it is a mandir that bridges countries, cultures and faiths, standing in the heart of the UAE as a living gift of peace to humanity.
When you guys talk, it's your heart, it's your soul, it's your passion. The harmony that you are pushing here and teaching and giving, you can feel it coming out in the content, you can hear it in the audio, you can hear it in the video, you can feel the presence here. It's not just another job or a spec, it's the love that you produce and it goes into the content, it goes into the experience. You might say some of it you're inexperienced, but you're experiencing love, you're experiencing the harmony, and it shows so much in the content, in the experience. It leaves a lasting impression on you when you walk here, when you see the show, when you see the temple. So that passion, that love is really what drives it forward here.
The same love that carved every stone, that breathed life into this show, is the love that unites us tonight for its grand premiere, a defining milestone in honoring this timeless and truly iconic mandir. A moment not just of celebration, but of history, when leaders, dignitaries, and well-wishers from across the world gathered. The lights dimmed, the story began. Wonder filled the air.
The show begins with the first sentence that you are no longer on planet Earth. You are at the epicenter of harmony. Welcome to Abu Dhabi. It's the first of its kind immersive show that talks about harmony, which this country believes in. I express my deepest gratitude to the rulers of Abu Dhabi and UAE, not just for allowing us to build a temple, for allowing us to express our spirit freely. His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, he said, if you're making a temple, it should look like a temple. What space he has in his heart. His Excellency Dr. Mughir, he is the head of all religious places. Our first document was signed by him. In the last 1 month, he has visited us almost 3 times. The show that you are going to see, he has already seen, and he has come again to inaugurate because of love. We wanted to create a beautiful immersive show, but it was impossible for a simple group because you need experts. There's huge funds, and that's where a complete stranger who walked into my life, Zubin Karkaria, the chairman of VFS Global. And he also told me that, Your Holiness, we connect people, we connect countries. If you are doing a show on harmony, the entire show has been supported by VFS Global.
I think the inspiration was to be with Swamiji's vision. It was not a particular place in the temple that we wanted to be part of. We wanted to be part of the holistic vision of Swamiji. Our part was to be part of this Temple of Harmony.
I believe the show will turn each one of us into ambassadors of harmony. It's more than an incredible journey of the Mandir. It's an incredible journey of your inner self.
I guess the tagline quite captures the essence of the story of the Mandir. It is incredible and impossible, and it is more real than real can ever be.
And so, the fairy tale stands as more than a show. It is a living testament to harmony, devotion, and the boundless spirit of humanity.
આ ફેરીટેલ શો આપણે કર્યો છે એ એક બહુ જ નવીન વસ્તુ છે. કોઈ જગ્યાએ મંદિરોની અંદર આ પ્રકારનો શો એ આપણને ક્યાંય જોવા મળે નહીં. અને ફક્ત 8-10 મિનિટની અંદર સમગ્ર જે આ મંદિર થયું એનો ઇતિહાસ અને એના કરતા પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજ અને મોહન સ્વામી મહારાજ એમનો ઇતિહાસ અને જે રીતે એની આખી વ્યવસ્થા ચારે બાજુ બધા સ્ક્રીન પ્રમુખ સ્વામી મહારાજ અને મોહન સ્વામી મહારાજના જે બધા પ્રસંગો એની અનેક છબીઓ આ બધું બહુ જ આકર્ષક અને સુંદર છે. એટલે જે આખો આપણો આ શો થયો છે ફેરીટેલ એ ટૂંકામાં ઘણું બધું જેને આપણે કહીએ ને કે આપણી પાસે સમય નથી, વિઝિટર પાસે પણ બહુ સમય નથી, પણ થોડામાં જાજુ એવું એ કાર્ય થયું છે એ ફેરીટેલના શો દ્વારા. એટલે બહુ જ લોકોને અને જે કોઈ યાત્રિક અહીંયા આગળ આવે અને ભક્તો પણ આવે દરેકને આનંદ થઈ જાય.
This immersive show that I just saw, it just blew my mind. And for me, being from the film industry, being an artist myself, I was so surprised that not only the visuals, which are just world class, but the script and the voice over integrates so beautifully that it pulls you in, it immerses you into this journey.
When I was watching the fairy tale presentation, I was observing each and everything. Each and every word coming from that presentation was hitting my soul.
It showed me through this audio video immersion that how continuous dialogue among different faith, it will not only build tolerance over a point of time, it will also open up doors of belief, trust, faith. And this collaboration, what has happened now, it is a story for ages. This is going to be a single biggest collaboration in the modern times in the 21st century.
For something like this to be transformed from a prayer, a wish, a desire to reality on the ground in such a short period of time is nothing short of miraculous.
The impossible date became possible. The belief in oneself, the belief in God. And together, nothing is impossible.
This is really creating harmony, creating understanding between different cultures. This is how we live together.
Love has no boundary, love has no religion. And seeing that and seeing, standing in the middle of the cosmos and the stars and the galaxies, you feel so blessed. If you see the technology behind it, that speaks volumes. We were just counting that how many projectors are there, how many lights are there, because as an artist, you also do shows and you know that it's a show. But beyond that, you forget it's a show and you get the meaning and the essence of it, and it's beautiful.
I was particularly moved by the universal approach. Despite our differences, we can all be gathered in a place of respect.
I think the concept of harmony is such a beautiful concept and certainly something we don't have enough in the world and we need more of, and you can feel it in every detail.
I think the whole visuals, the way it's done, and the information given to you, because sometimes not many people hear what other people are saying, but then when you're actually made to stand there, when you have to visually see something, I think it enters your head a lot faster. So I think that way, the whole immersive experience, works.
It is nothing less than a miracle that in the sand dunes of time is a timeless civilization manifesting in not stone, but in the prana of Bhagavan.
The story about the Mandir, the dream which came true
by the dedication, by the cooperation between people from different religions, different races. And here in the UAE, the dream came true.
એક સત્પુરુષ જ્યારે કોઈ સંકલ્પ લે છે ને તો ભગવાન એને પૂરો કરવા માટે સ્વયં ધરતી પર આવે છે અને you can feel that in this show.
These fairy tales was really something beautiful. I think a very, very impressive and important, not just video but experience.
फेरी टेल को जब मैं देख रहा था, I felt so happy that yes, I feel proud of India, proud of this temple.
The prestigious MONDO-DR Award for the BAPS Hindu Mandir is a living tribute, where tradition meets technology, where devotion meets design, where harmony greets humanity. The fairy tale is no longer a show, it is an experience. It is a moment in history. It is proof that when devotion fuels innovation, miracles happen.
This is a fairy tale more real than real.